back. Welcome back to another one. So it's being reported that Browns coach Kevin Stefanski, he had plans on redshirting Shedeur Sanders for this season right here. And they said that he said this after the draft. So we're going to get into that. And it's according to an insider, senior columnist from The Athletic. He wrote a piece recapping Sanders' first half of the regular season. And he talked about after the draft, the coach wanted to redshirt him. I think this is the first time I've even heard the word redshirt in the NFL. I never heard that before. The word redshirt. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Have you ever heard that before? That's what I was gonna ask somebody. Redshirting. Do you redshirt in the NFL? I don't know. Do you redshirt in the NFL? All right, let me just it says here, let me just read this and I'm going to ask you guys again because maybe you guys heard this because I haven't been following the NFL for like almost 10 seasons. Okay. I'm being honest with you. Like I started following football within the past 3 years. But prior to that 3 years, I was not following football. So maybe this is a new thing that you guys got to help me out. All right. So check this out. So following Sunday's game, Jason Lloyd, he's a senior columnist for The Athletic. He wrote a piece recapping Sanders' first half of the regular season of the NFL football and fifth round rookie quarterback. According to Lloyd, immediately after the draft, the Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski was telling members of the Cleveland organization that 2025 would be like a redshirt year for Sanders, meaning he would develop in the shadows without seeing the field. I mean, they don't call it that though. The NFL don't call it redshirting because he will gain an extra season. Like this season won't count for him, but he's on the contract. This season does count for Shedeur. So I don't get what they're saying there as far as redshirting. So it don't make sense. I get what he's saying. Like we could develop him and stuff like that. But my question is, why didn't they do the same thing with Cam Ward then? Why didn't they do the same thing with um the Giants quarterback? Why don't they redshirt him? Now my question is, why don't they redshirt Cam Ward? Because they're essentially the same quarterback. The only difference between Cam Ward and Shedeur was he had a better offensive line. I guess blue shirt, red shirt, whatever you want to call it. I never heard that in football. So you guys saying you didn't hear it. So it says here, while Lloyd's report is the first that alleges Stefanski actually used red shirt terminology, the majority of the organization's actions and messaging surrounding Sanders points to that the franchise intention since the rookie quarterback arrived, he always was positioned in a way different from the other quarterbacks on the roster, from not really being involved in what was described as an open quarterback position. There was never an open quarterback position. In fact, the way Stefanski is talking right now, Shedeur will go back to number 2 once Dylan heals up. The way he's talking, he's going to go back to number 2. You see what I'm saying? He's going to go back to number 2. Because he said, but right now, Dylan is in concussion protocol right now. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to plan something for Shedeur. That's what he said. So pretty much what he's saying is Shedeur is going to go back to number 2 once Dylan get back. And yeah, it was no quarterback competition, no open quarterback competition. To take in reps by himself on the opposite side of the field and throwing with the equipment guys in drill. It didn't seem like the Browns intended for Sanders to play. They didn't. At least not this early. They didn't. He didn't want to play him this year. I could tell he still don't want to play him. Um, Bitonio, Joel Bitonio. They're more than likely he's going to the Hall of Fame. He's like the number one starter on that team. He started the most games. He started for 20 some different quarterbacks in his career. Actually, more than that, actually. In his whole 10, 11-year career, he's had multiple quarterbacks. Multiple. He's seen them come and go. So for this ain't no big deal to him. Um, if the plan for Shedeur was actually to have an unofficial redshirt year this season, that brings even more questions to Cleveland quarterback plans beyond this year. When the Browns selected two quarterbacks in the 2025 draft and secured two first-round picks in 2026, the natural assumption was that the franchise would want to see if Gabriel and Sanders could be long-term answer, or if Cleveland needed to take a first-round quarterback in 2026. But the problem is they're not giving Shedeur a fair. They're not really giving him a chance. This is the first time, because Joel Bitonio said we're learning his cadence. He said we're learning his cadence. We're learning what Shedeur wants to do. He said, okay, you like to do this, you like to do that. He said that's what we're working on right now. That's what we're working on. So they had no intentions to play him whatsoever. No intentions of playing him. This is something else. It says drafting Sanders with the intentions to redshirt him makes it seem like taking a quarterback in 2026 wasn't initially on table for the Browns. If a team is redshirting a rookie quarterback, it typically is because a franchise has long-term plans for the quarterback, not because they plan on moving off the quarterback in a year without them taking a snap. Beyond that confusing approach, that fact that Cleveland deviated from the plan when it didn't have to make it clear that the organization is not aligned in its decision making. Clearly, some within the franchise wanted to draft Sanders and some didn't. Some people in the organization wanted to see the rookie on the field this season and others did not. And again, the Browns weren't even aligned on that decision to make Sanders QB2. So what I think is happening is there's a couple things that could be happening on this team internally. It could be some veterans that are complaining. And like, look, because if I was a veteran, I said, listen, what you could do is you could trade me at the end of the season because y'all ain't trying to win nothing. So go ahead and trade me if y'all don't play him. Or it could be Andrew Berry that wants him to play. And if Andrew Berry wants him to play, that means the owner wants him to play. But the coach doesn't want him to play. I honestly think it has something to do with the general manager. Somebody is complaining. Somebody big is complaining. So it could be Andrew Berry saying let him play and the owner saying let him play. Because right now that's going to be one of the most watched games in NFL. I promise you this. This kid has that star power. He has the star power. Somebody like Andrew Berry may have drafted him. It was his idea, but Kevin Stefanski don't like him. Even I could tell how he answered the question. He was like, "Yeah, Dylan. So we should do it starting this week, okay? But Dylan is getting better. He's in concussion protocol. So meaning he coming back is QB1. Shedeur has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, which I think he's okay with. But Shedeur has to play a perfect game in order to keep playing. He don't have the luxury Dylan has. He don't. I could see if he doesn't have a less than stellar performance, he going back to the bench. Okay, he going back to the bench. So he don't want the kid to play, man. Somebody up top wants him to play. It has to be Andrew Berry in conjunction with the owner. but the coach don't want him to play. I think that's what it is. Or somebody on the team is complaining. Somebody big on the team. Okay. So that has to be what it is. It has to be. It has to be. You said you don't know anything. So what are you here for? Let me take care of you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get you out of here. Yeah, you don't if I don't yeah, you can just go ahead. So I just banned you. You can go ahead. All right, so you good now. I banned you. I banned you, so you good now, okay? So you can watch from the bushes. You good? So are you good? You can watch from the bushes. Thank you. You said, are you a lesbian? All right, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. I don't got time for y'all today. Hold on one second. I ain't got time for this today. Not tonight. I don't got time. No. I'm putting on the troll monitor. I ain't got time for this tonight. Let's see. So y'all can just watch from the bushes. Hold on one second. Yeah, give me okay, here we go. You just watch from the bushes. Asking me, am I a lesbian? I had enough. All right. I don't have enough now. I don't have enough. It ain't when you getting triggered because I'm talking about Kevin Stefanski. That's on him. Don't sit up here and get triggered. Now I had to put the troll monitor on, just like that. So we ain't got him back no more. We got the troll monitor on. All right. So we got the troll monitor on now. Thank you. Okay. So we're good now. 14 days. And you see how I had to do them, guys? Now they all leaving. The trolls are leaving. But we not caring about the trolls. But like I said, he never really wanted this kid to play. He wanted to red. I never heard of a red shirt for NFL. Never heard of it. They treating him like he's still in college. He didn't red shirt in college. See, the thing is, um, you got to be with an organization that's totally behind you for this thing to be able to work. That's my whole point. You know, all this stuff about red shirting and all this stuff. Yeah, okay. He was the 5th round draft pick. I get it. You draft Dylan first. Okay. Um, but they're not really putting Dylan in a good position either. That was my whole point. They're the same quarterback. So if you're going to do that, red shirt Cam too. Might as well red shirt him or throw him in the fire so he can learn, so he can have a season under his belt and learn. That's the only way they're going to learn. But at least put him in a nice position, at least try. But I never heard about red shirting for a NFL pro. I could see developing him, but redshirt is the wrong terminology. Shedeur didn't come out early. He was a senior. Now he could have stayed and been a grad athlete. He could have done that. But yeah, Shedeur was 4 years. He was 4 years. Remember, he played 2 years at Jackson State and 2 years at Colorado. Now, some people may you yo, I'm kidding you. This just turned off on like boop, you gone. Just like that. The thing just turned off. Um, yeah, I don't know. They wanted to red shirt him, but the thing is, I see why people saying it because he only had 2 years in the Power Five. He was ready to go, man. He didn't have the offensive line. Now, if he had this offensive line this year, Colorado have, he would have did some things if Travis had a stayed and Jimmy had a stayed and LeJohntay had a stayed, but they weren't staying. I saw him leaving with Travis anyway. I saw he wasn't staying there when Travis not there. Yeah, it's being revealed. All the stuff is being revealed. They just wanted to redshirt him, and he was throwing the football trainers. That it makes sense that he was throwing the football trainers. Max, you think the O line might act up on Shedeur? Well, we about to find out. We about to find out. We about to find out. Um, yeah, we about to find out because if he ain't got no protection, I don't know what he gonna do. He can run or throw it away. Yeah, they trying to freeze him out. That eroded, yeah, to erode his skills and right. That was what I think. Like, because if you sit him for 3 years, his confidence is in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a confident guy, but that will get to him because they and look, they were red shirting and weren't trying to trade him. They weren't trying to trade him. And I know what people are saying. Well, backups don't really get that much reps. It don't make sense. That's why Bill Belichick was winning all these damn years then, because he prepared his quarterbacks. And Tom Brady said that's the problem now. Coaches are not preparing their quarterbacks. So that means only a few teams in the NFL that's going to win. Only a few teams. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. There's two things going to happen. If he after this weekend, if he go back to sit in the bench the next game, because Dylan, remember, he went out for a concussion. He didn't get cut. He didn't lose his job. He went out for a concussion. So if he sit the bench again, hey man, I don't know what to tell you because I'm assuming that may happen. I don't care if he let's say if he win the game. It guys, if he win the game, if he wins the game and he go back to sit in the bench, bruh, ain't no more, ain't nothing else to say. Because the thing is, that's what people keep saying. Well, you don't really practice your quarterback. Well, what happens if your number one quarterback gets hurt? Then y'all gonna lose the game? That don't make sense. But that's what they're saying. That's how it is. They said first stringers, second stringers don't get reps like that. They get a few. That's it. But how about he didn't get none? How about that? And Cam Newton said the same thing I said. Well, Dylan got first team reps and he was a second team quarterback. Well, they said because Joe Flacco didn't lead all the reps. I don't care what they say, man. You can't gaslight me. It is what it is. You can't gaslight me. Okay, you cannot gaslight me. You cannot gaslight me. Yeah, I think they'll sit him if he wins. Yeah, because Dylan didn't lose his job. He didn't. He just got hurt. And Stefanski likes Dylan, so if he go back, if he wins the game and he still sit out, that's gonna mess with Shedeur. It's gonna mess with him a little bit. This could be all by design. Dylan might not be hurt. Yeah, we gonna act like you hurt, and then he win the game. We gonna sit his ass. We still gonna mess with him. We'll find out years from now when we all old as fuck what they did to him. It'll come out in a movie or documentary on on what really happened to him during draft day and all that. Everybody, that means 2 generations will be older, then they don't even care about it, but we would. Yeah, I don't think he is either. I think this by design, but I'm trying to look at this in a positive aspect. At least he getting his opportunity. I don't trust that offensive line. I don't. I don't trust the offensive line, yo. They could be like, look, you guys, have a bad game. Don't block for him. Make his life live in hell against the Raiders. Because we chanking any damn way. I don't trust it. I don't trust the situation. I don't trust it. I don't trust the situation. I don't trust the O line. You said don't put that in the atmosphere. It's already in the atmosphere. The writer said that he wanted that the coach wanted to redshirt. It's being reported that the coach wanted to redshirt him. Do you know what this means? He don't want to play him. And Dylan did not lose his spot. Okay? He didn't lose his spot. He did not lose his spot. He got hurt. He's in concussion. I just told you what the coach said. The coach said, "Yeah, well, Shedeur is playing. We got to come up with a strategy, but Dylan is getting better out of concussion protocol." He said it. No, I'm not talking about the Raiders O line. I don't trust the. I'm sorry. Did I say the Raiders? I don't trust Cleveland O line. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, it's being reported that he said it. He wanted to redshirt him. You see what I'm saying? Okay, you heard what I said, but I'm not putting it in the universe. I'm reporting on it. It's already in the universe already. That's what I'm saying. It's not like I'm trying to talk down at the situation. I'm a realist. Dylan didn't lose his job. He got hurt. Now, I'm happy that he's getting his opportunity, yes. But I'm real. I've been right about the organization the whole time on what they're doing. And you know what? His parents think the same thing. You hear what his mother's saying? You heard what his mother said at that game? What they doing to him? You heard it. They feel the same way, but the only difference between me and them, they can't really come out and say it because the media be on it. That's the difference. Trust me, they're feeling it. He's going to play when he's healthy. Dylan's going to play when he's healthy, man. He didn't lose his job. So I'm just telling you guys, don't be surprised if Dylan go back to playing. This guy wanted to redshirt this kid. I don't agree with it. Now, let me just say this. I don't agree with it. I don't agree that he should be redshirted. Yeah, I think the players are aware of it. Yes. Okay. You know why? Go ask Chauncey. Go ask Chauncey. Sports, I believe, is fixed. Go ask Chauncey. Go ask that player for the Miami Heat. That ain't there no more. You saw that picture I showed you when that offensive line went this way and they opened up the Red Sea for sure Shedeur to get whacked. I don't trust the offensive line. Yeah, sports is entertainment. Yeah, I just started thinking about it. The only reason why I'm thinking about it now, I said, damn, now this thing comes out saying that he wanted to redshirt him. meaning he had no idea. He didn't have no plan to play him. That means somebody up top wants him to play now. You said, why nobody talking about the O-line? We talking about the O-line suck. And I know some of them, they ever hear this, like, what does he mean we suck? This we got money. No, you suck. There's levels to this. You suck. I don't care how much money you got. You suck. Okay? You suck. I don't care what they with you in the NFL. There's levels to this. You suck. Okay? Anytime your quarterback gets Supermaned on, a Superman, you allow a Superman sack, something wrong with you. But hopefully they up for blocking for Shedeur. I hope they are. This is, you know what? This ain't a bad team though. Let's say if you're a player, the Browns is not a bad team. You know why I say that? If you just there to get a little money, if you want to find a team to park at, do the bare minimum, but just do enough to get some money, go to the Browns. You see what I'm saying? The Browns is a situation to where you don't care if you're losing, y'all losing anyway, but they pay pretty good. That's a spot to go to hang out. You see what I'm saying? If you want to go get a quick two, three, four, $5 million, you see what I'm saying? And just chill out. No, you ain't no rebuilding O line. That's a spot where you go to chill out at. You see what I'm saying? And you gonna do enough, like you might have like you ain't allow no blocks for like 3 games. But you don't allow no sacks for like 3 games, but the rest of the games you allow all the kind of sacks. But they're okay with that. You see what I'm saying? You can just relax on that team and not try to you can relax on that team and not try to do anything. You see what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. That's a team where you relax at. I know he knows how to avoid and slide, but when that pocket breakdown, ain't nothing you can do about it. And when that pocket breakdown, ain't nothing you can do about it, man. But he said they got to prepare Shedeur this week. You know what I'm saying? But he said Dylan is on concussion protocol. That's why we got to prepare him because Dylan is on. Go listen what Kevin said, man. He said, yeah, Dylan is on concussion protocol, so we got to go train. What's his name this week? So I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm gonna watch the game. You know, oh man, I'm glad the services work. Somebody I know house got squatted. They had some squatters, and they went and kicked them out, and they went back and squatted again. So I said, all you gotta do is get the squad. That's all you gotta do. And guess what? They gone. Squad went in there and took care of it. It's gone. Done deal. Got the dog and everything. It's done deal. Some people don't play in this world, folks. Some people don't. They don't play about their property. All you gotta do is call the right people. We got squatters' rights. Okay. I'll be back 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I'll be back 4 o'clock in the morning. And we're gonna see about these squatters' rights. That's right. It's craziness. I just saw the text message came through. You said the tape don't lie 12. You said 12 go out and ball. They have no choice but to start them the following week. I just told you, he said Dylan They got to prepare Shedeur this week. He's starting this week because Dylan is hurt. He said it. Dylan is the starting quarterback, but he got hurt. He didn't lose his position. But here's the thing, though. Let's say if Shedeur go out there and ball the hell out, like you said, he may have no choice but to play him because it's going to look bad. But that's why I don't trust that offensive line. Look, guys, we can't have him go out here and ball out. Okay, we can't have him do this. Okay, I want you to give up 2 sacks. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust this. I don't trust this squad, yo. Okay, you give up a sack. You give up a sack. Oh Lord. You said the fans spoke tickets to $6. They got $6 tickets. No way. They got $6 tickets. Yeah, tickets is $6. Bro, I need to look real quick to see if the Jets got $6 tickets. Let me check. New York Jets tickets. Let me see if they got $6 tickets because I'll go. What is it, StubHub or Ticketmaster? Let me go to StubHub real quick. Let me find out. Let me do the price. Let's go for the least amount possible. I don't see no tickets. Okay, let's see. How much are these tickets? Okay. We got $43 tickets. I don't see no $6 tickets. We got the lowest is $43. Let me see. That's even a nosebleed. Bro, we got nosebleeds that's $80. We get no, the lowest is 40 some dollars. I can go to that, but that's just like no, I can't sit in the nosebleed because I'm scared. I'm not scared of heights, but you know when you walk up the stairs, it's real steep. Yo, the crowd always laugh at me because I grip onto the rail when I'm going up. I'm like this, and I'm gripping onto the rail, and then somebody was like, "Are you all right? Do you got like vertigo or something?" I said, "I do when I go this high." I'm gripping, guys. I'm gripping the rail like this. I'm walking up and I'm gripping the rail. I'm gripping it. I'm not you know how you just hold on a little bit? I'm gripping. I could break the rail. And then when I sit down like this. My hands is like this. I'm not even looking this way or that way. I'm like, because I look down, I gotta get used to it. It's like so far down. It's so far up, you can't watch the game. If I had sit so far up, I couldn't even see Shedeur. I might as well just look at the TV because I can't see Shedeur at this point. But that shit was so far up. I'm like this. My legs is together, and I'm holding on to my kneecaps. And people like, yo, bro, my boy, like, yo, you all right? I'm not saying nothing. And then what do you think I got to do when it's time to go? I hold on, and I'm walking down, and I'm holding on to I'm holding on to the banister. And you know the crazy thing is people will notice what you're doing after a while. They won't notice it like, yo, what's wrong? Is he all right? And I'm beat red. My face is beat fucking red. And I'm going down like this. I'm holding on to both hands because dude, it's so steep. When you walking down, you don't drink. I don't drink no alcohol. Because if you fall, you out back. If you fall, you out back. So you got to tell me right now. Let me see Cleveland Browns tickets. Y'all bugging. Let me see Cleveland Browns ticket prices. Let me see. Y'all bugging to say it's $6. I don't want to go with StubHub. Let's go with let's go to Cleveland Browns. See how much these tickets are. Okay, single game tickets. Let's go with the cheapest ones. Bruh. Yo, let me see. Yeah, I don't see. Well, on StubHub, it's a little cheap. It's a little more expensive. You mean you can go to the stadium and get the tickets? You probably can go to the stadium and get the tickets. San Francisco has $17 tickets. That must be super nosebleed though. I can't get those because you know how okay, let's say when you walk up, they say I like, yo, I asked the guy where my seats are. He said, your seats is all the way up there. I'm like this. My seat's all the way up there. He said, yeah. And I'm looking at the stairs and I'm looking at the seat. I said, oh my God. And here's the thing, you know how you got to get behind, like you like, excuse me. You know how when people stand up to let you go by so you can get in your seat, I hold on to them. I grabbed him. I'm sorry. I'm that scared, yo. I'm scared. I grab onto him. I grab their arm or something. like, 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 bro. The worst time was a friend of mine. She had bought Jets tickets. But she was like, yo, I know you like the Jets tickets. I got Jets tickets for us. I did not bother to see what kind of ticket she got. Because if I did, I would have put some money into it. I'm like, yo, just return those. I'm gonna give you some money. I know you doing it for me, but let's just get these seats. I didn't do that. Bro, when we got to the gate and I found out what kind of tickets there are, I said, oh shoot, I can't act like that. This in front of her, right? So what I did was I said, you go first to walk up. Go ahead, go ahead. She said, no, you go first. I'm leading you. I said, no, no, go ahead, ladies first. She said, no, I want you to lead. She did like that. And that was the first time I sucked it up and just walked up regular. I just kind of did like that a little bit. You just tap the right. You don't grip it, you just tap it. You know what I'm saying? You know how you just like you tap it like that just to make sure it's right there. Yo, I tapped it and I got to the seat and sat down, boom, and still was looking straight ahead. She was like, "You all right?" Like, I'm all right. When you sit there long enough, you get used to it. But initially, when you get to those nosebleeds, they call them nosebleeds for a reason. Yeah, but shout out to Cleveland for having $6 tickets. So they won't have no problem selling that stadium out in certain areas. They won't have a problem. Yeah, when I went up, you know how you tap the rail like that? You just you know how you just walking, but you tap it a little bit. You tap it every little bit, just so your mind will know that you got some security. You just tap the rail like that's what I did. I walked right up fast as fuck. She said, "You walking fast." I got to get up there. I got to get up there. Yeah, I can't do them nosebleeds, man. I like to get tickets where I'm in back of the bench. Close enough players can hear you. Yeah, but Kevin Stefanski, he wanted to sit up here. It's being reported that he wanted to redshirt the kid. Oh, you said don't let nobody come towards you. It happened before. You know how they would no. On one side, people walking down, you walk up the other side. Yeah, I don't do the nosebleeds. You said Dion, Coach Prime and crew gonna be there, sold out. I know they're gonna be there. Las Vegas. Oh, I know they're gonna be there. I know it. You heard what Mason Crosby said, right? He said, "I like the Sanders family." He talking shit already. He said, "Look, I like the Sanders family, but I have to do what I gotta do to win." Did you hear him? I said, "Oh, not that crazy ass dude." Oh shit. I forgot about Tattoo Man. Oh my God. That dude is crazy. I forgot about Tattoo Man. He do play for the Raiders. He said, I respect and like the Sanders family, but I gotta do what I gotta do to win. This not personal. The fact that he said that, I said, "Oh shit." He's crazy. That kid is crazy. He is. He's crazy. Do you see how he is on the field and he got that one thing on his eye, the black spot? He's crazy. The dude is crazy. I think if he wasn't playing football, he'll be in jail if he wasn't playing football. He just got that look. He said, "I respect the Sanders family, but we gotta do what we gotta do to win." I like Shedeur. He cool with Shedeur too. He is, but not for this game. We ain't cool. All right. Now, whoever the offensive lineman is, if I were the offensive line for the Browns, okay, you want to sit up there and talk and run your mouth? Well, it's up the whole game. It's up. I would tell him that Mason is up the whole game. It's up. And he like to do the little batting the balls down too, don't he? Oh my God, he do. He's all over the place. You know who he remind me of? He reminds me of Jason Taylor. You know how if he can't get the sack, he'll just bat the ball down? That's what he does. If he can't get to the quarterback, he's jumping up. He got a high vertical. He's jumping up and he's all over the place to try to make a play. That's what he does. I said, "Oh, not that kid." He's already talking. The game he talking already. I said, not this kid, dog. Yeah, JJ Watt used to do it as well, and Jason Taylor was the master at it. But now we got Mason. He said it's not personal. He said he respects and likes the Sanders family. Okay. So he's already saying, Coach Prime, don't take this personal what I'm about to do. Okay. Don't take and he's crazy. Look at him. If you don't believe me, he look crazy. Go look at him. He crazy. Now, in order to defend him, you got to be crazy too. You got to be crazy. Like your mind. You ever see somebody look like they not rap tight? You gotta be like that. You gotta bring your mind there to defend him. And he has a finesse type of game. You know what I'm saying? He's not like a bull rush. I'm coming to get you no matter what. He's a finesse type of player. He'll do like this. He'll try to do some juke moves. That's how he does it. Now, I'll tell you who else is crazy. That one on the Browns, the one looked like Kobe, the one get all the sacks. He's crazy, but he knows how to turn it on and off. You said what's you said what's his name? Mason Crosby. Yeah, you got to be not rap tight to guard him or to guard what's his name from the Browns. You can't be rap tight to guard him. You see what I'm saying? Because I would tell him. Because just imagine talking shit to Miles Garrett. You got to be out of your mind, right? Because he out of his mind. So I would say to Miles, listen to me. I respect you as a player, but today, me and you gonna fight. Okay, it's gonna be a fight. Don't take it personal. At the end of the day, at the end of the game, I'm asking you how your family doing and everything else. But right now, I'm gonna try to bust you in your face. You see what I'm saying? And that's it. There's something gonna happen to you this game, Miles. Something gonna happen to you. You're not hitting. You're not getting to the quarterback. But see, Miles is very strong, so it's easier said than done because he's very strong and he's agile and he gets low. So when he has that, he gets low. It's hard to stop him. It's very hard to stop somebody like that. Not only do you got to be crazy, you got to have cornbread, country strength. You got to be corn field fed. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you got to be farm fed. You know them farm boys. You got to be like that. Yeah, corn fed. Yeah, fixing games and stuff. 5K again. I think it's happening in NFL too, and that's why I hope he gets his game. I hope he do good this game. But that's contingent upon the offensive line. Remember, the offensive line is very important. And I don't know, just we'll see. We'll see what they do. Because Shedeur needs his offensive line. If he get his offensive line, he gonna go crazy. If he got a little bit of time, he gonna burn you. I don't know what's up with these offensive linemen today. Even what's his name was getting sacked. The Baltimore quarterback. I technically can't stream it. I was thinking about that. Oh, it's gonna be on regular TV. You should be able to catch on regular TV. Yeah, even Lamar Jackson was getting sacked. I don't know what's going on in a small box. I tried that before, but they caught the audio. I'm gonna have to do some research on that to see how I can get around it. But I don't think so. It's kind of like illegal to do that. But it should be on regular TV. But I am going live though for the game. I'm going live and I'll have the scoreboard up and I'll be doing it play by play. In Boston, they're gonna show the Cowboys game. Um, I'm gonna have to see what they're gonna show out here. That game gonna be lit when Shedeur in the game. Oh, you gonna watch it on Streamies? You must got a Fire Stick. If you have a Fire Stick, you can watch it all. But guys, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go live on the other channel. And if you want to catch me over there, it's the Max Vault. The Max Vault. 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 The Max Vault. So I'll be over there in a little bit. And I go live after this, go live over there, go live, I switch back and forth. Oh yeah, you watch it for free. So you got the Fire Stick. Um, on the day of the game contextual, remind me, and I'll find the link for you on Facebook. You're gonna have to go on Facebook though. When I give you the link, it's gonna be on Facebook. Yeah, not YouTube. Use Facebook. But sometimes Facebook is good to watch the whole game. Oh, for YouTubers, but sometimes they don't be having a game though. You got to go over to Facebook to watch it. But I'm gonna say, remember when I go live, I'm going live during the game. I'm gonna set up 10 minutes before the game. Just tell me to give you the link and go over to all you gotta do is go to Facebook, right? And type in a game and hit video, and you'll see it. They stream all the time over there. That's how I watch the fights. You know, boxing and stuff. That's how I watch it. And they always have the games over there. YouTube be tripping. That's the streams you watch? Okay. Streamcast. Yeah, just let me know if you need the link. I'll find one. All right, guys, I'll be back in a little bit. And yeah, you talking about Redshirt and the kid. But Shedeur should be now. Oh, let me tell you this. All Shedeur got to do is clean pocket, easy pass, get the easy passes off. Sometime when it calls for third and long, if he don't see it, throw it away. Don't take the sack. And that's pretty much it. He don't got to do nothing else. Everything is just a walk in the park as long as he got protection. He should be okay. As long as they got somebody to contain Mr. Crazy Ass over there, Mason, because he's crazy. As long as they got somebody to contain that fool, we should be all right with him. Because he already talking, guys. It ain't personal. I like the Sanders family. I respect them. I like Shedeur. But it's nothing personal this game. It's not personal. I got to do what I got to do. Nobody asked him. Nobody did. He just said it himself. So in his mind, it's already up. In his mind, is this business when I'm about to do the Shedeur. It's just business. It's not personal. It's just business. I'm talking about Mason. What's his name? Let me see what this. If I getting his name wrong, Mason Crosby. No, I'm getting his name wrong. Hold on. It's Max Crosby. Hold on. Max Crosby. Yeah, Max Crosby. It's Max. And look, he spelled Max with 2 X's. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yeah, he said it's just business. Um, what I have to do. I have to do what I have to do Sunday. Okay. I respect the Sanders family. I like him. Okay. I like him. But I have to do what I have to do. In his mind, he already prepared to do what he had to do. Yeah, he with he said Max with 2X for a double dose of this pimping like um the bitter dose. What's his name? Um what's his name? They used to say that American Pimp. What's his name? Rosebud. He said Rosebud with 2 D's for a double dose of this pimping. That's Rosebud. You know, Rosebud used to be a YouTuber. Oh, I would love to go there. I would love to go to Las Vegas. I'm not going to be able to. Oh my God. Yeah, you said, oh, he's still on YouTube? Okay. You remember Shedeur was interviewed by Max. I know, and Max thought he was coming there. Remember that? He said, "So, Shedeur, what's up? What's happening? What's the word on your draft?" And he was like, "I see you soon." You see what I'm saying? He was like, "I see you soon," meaning that he thought he was going to the Raiders. But now he not with weirdo over there, Mr. Crazy Guy. We got a problem. Because I want the offensive line to be able to handle him. I want the offensive line to be able to handle this wrestler over there because he looked like a whole wrestler. You see what I'm saying? So they need to be able to handle him. Okay, that's it. Um, Mr. Max Crosby with two X's. Max with two X's. Okay, two X's. But shout out to Max Crosby. Oh, he's good though. Max Crosby could have played back in the day. He's what you call an old school type of player. That's why I like Max Crosby. Look, I haven't even watched football like that. I know who he is. Trust me. Like he could have played literally back in the 80s because he has that mentality. Greetings, Antoine. Antoine. I'm talking about Max Crosby. You know the Raiders defensive end. He's already talking. He said he respects the Sanders family because he knows Shedeur starting. So he said he respects the Sanders family. He liked them. But he said this game, Antoine, is nothing personal. He said because I have to do what I have to do to win. So he's already thinking what he gonna do to Shedeur, what he got to do. It's not personal. So he's already talking. See, all the good players, they psych themselves up before the game. They gotta, and their mind is up in their mind, right? All the good players are like that. Like it's war, okay? They trying to take food off my table. That's how you got to think. They trying to take food off my table. Okay, they come into our place to disrespect us. Now here, but hold on, Max. Hold on, Max. Hold on. Las Vegas Raiders. There's only one caveat. They lost. They only won 2 games, I believe. Okay. The Raiders are 2-8. I know Max a dog, but the Raiders are 2-8. Max. So we could still beat you. Because y'all 2-8. As far as I'm concerned, we got the better quarterback. Okay, Max? So that's it right there. Because in his head, he's looking for something. And now he's saying that he's already trying to get the Shedeur. Look, I like you. But I understand I gotta do what I gotta do, right? But I like you. I respect your family. Okay. But I gotta do what I gotta do to you. Yo, Max, I like him as a player, but not this game. All right. I'm hating this game. I don't like him as a player. I hope the offensive line keep him at bay. Because you know what Max like to do? He has a finesse type of game. And if he can't get to the quarterback, he puts his hands up and he jumps. And he try to get deflections. That's what he does. Or interceptions. So that's what he does. Max Crosby. He has a very finesse game. And he is a quarterback hunter. He hunts. So look out for that. I was 10 pounds as a baby. I was 10 pounds. I don't know if something stunted my growth. I'm not sure. I was 10 pounds. And the nurse dropped me. She did. She dropped me on the scale and broke the scale. They had to bring another one in. I don't remember that. That's the story I heard. And I didn't cry. Like, dropped me hard. And I'm just laying there. But that kid is good, though. Max Crosby is good. And on top of it, he got speed. So he got like a deadly combination, which all the greats have, you know. But that's going to be an interesting matchup on the offensive line. And not just him, it's another one the Raiders have. I forget his name. Yeah, I got to take care of business, and don't take this personally. You said for a girl, you said your dad is 6'6". How tall are you? Yeah, that's what he said. I like the Sanders family. I respect them. Oh, you tall. You 5'9", you tall. He said, I like the Sanders family. I respect them. Okay. But we gotta do what we gotta do here. Okay. I'll talk to Shedeur after the game. But I gotta do what I gotta do to prepare. Anyway, guys, enjoyed talking to you. I'll be back. You catch me on my other channel if you may. The Max Vault. I'll be over there in a second. And yeah, I'll be over there in a second. I gotta get prepared. And I will catch you guys there. Also, we got the Colorado game this weekend too. So we got the Colorado game and we have the Browns game in Las Vegas. They playing in Las Vegas. So that's gonna be a good weekend for some football. So yeah, and I believe Coach Prime, they got to be going to Vegas. I'm sure of it. They got to go see his boy. His boy's starting too. You know he got to be there. Buck, you know Bucky gonna be there. I think Shiloh too. All of them gonna be there. So he gonna have the whole fam there. So shout out to Shedeur, man. But I will catch you guys later. All right, y'all.